the franchise Shane Douglas, and you watching Pounding the Meat.
Cheers, my friends. Pound. Let's start out with Miss Sunny here. So Sunny. So the original crime. I'm assuming it's a crime to drive on a suspended license, right?
Yeah.
That's against the law.
I mean, you would think so.
I mean, apparently it's not. To Sunny. Sunny, let me see. So you sent me this article here about Sunny. Yep. First of all, you ever see the movie? What's that movie called? Misery. You ever see Misery? Kathy Bates. She's a psychopath. She's obsessed with this author, and she brings the author to her home because he's in a car accident, like Sunny, and she brings him back to health, per se. But she ends up doing all these crazy things so that way he doesn't get better.
Like breaking his ankles.
Like taking a sledgehammer, a Triple H sledgehammer, to his ankles. Literally, it's a crazy scene.
And saying, I love you afterwards.
Yeah, she's a psychopath. I want you to see something. This is Sunny before and after, right? When I look into the eyes of Sunny on the right-hand side, I see no soul. I see emptiness. And listen, at this point, I don't even see Sunny side up anymore. Because she was forgivable.
Yeah.
She put the video out. It wasn't bad. Listen, if you say Sunny Side Up was not a good film, if you give it a Rotten Tomato, then there's something wrong with you. That deserved a fresh tomato. That acting was incredible.
You know what? Like Sunny, when, a picture in front of you looks like the high school crush, you had on.
Look at her.
The other picture looks like the librarian from your elementary school.
Bruh, 1996, I think in 96, AOL's most downloaded woman.
Yes.
To 17 years in prison.
Plus, wow. I think it's 9 years probation.
Let me see. You sent
8
this
years
to me.
plus 8 years probation.
17 years in prison plus 18 years probation. So
8 years. 8 years.
8 years probation. She drove under the influence. You're gonna find a bag of flour to find the wet spot. Jesus Christ. Give him a round of applause for that. That was a good one, Panetta. Or not Panetta. Marabito. You Matt's getting me confused here. Panetta's doing the comments. But yeah. She drove under the influence, crashed the vehicle, killed an old man. Right? Is that what happened? She killed someone,
Somebody, I think it was like 75 years old.
So, to the end of his life, Vince
like when
McMahon's age.
when the cops are questioning her and they're like, "What's your name?" She's like, "Tamara Sitch," or like she was under like the influence. You could tell
she was bad. Don't get it twisted. Now, what's more forgivable? All right, you're a cop. You're about to hand out a ticket. Which one are you letting go? With a warning. Is it Sunny on the left? Sunny on the right. Sunny on the right is getting 2 tickets. I'm sorry. Sunny on the right is getting 17 years in prison, 8 years probation.
I mean, I'm going to... I know everybody's probably thinking this. How many articles are you going to hear about her and some prison guards? Just saying.
I think in about 3 months, we're going to see an article of her married to some other woman in prison. I'm wondering, you know what's crazy? When she first got locked up, her boyfriend was running her social media. Yeah. And it was really awkward. Let me tell you, when you see these posts on Twitter, when you see these posts on X, you go to X and you see Sunny and it's a video of her saying, "Come to my OnlyFans and you'll see more." And you know it's a man posting it. Something tells me I'd rather go to Babbel's OnlyFans. Because there's a man behind the camera and a man in front.
I think her boyfriend is going to make money off of her while she's in jail. Somehow.
Let's see. Sitch's blood alcohol level an hour after the crash was between 0.32 and 0.34, which is more than 4 times the limit. Authorities also found an unsealed bottle of vodka in her car and cannabis in her system. This woman was ride or die. Mirabito, let's see what he says. She was saying it all started when she lost her fiance. Bitch, now I'm quoting, bitch, you were fucking Shawn Michaels while with that fiance. So how important was he to her? We are referring to who?
Chris Candido.
Chris Candido.
We all saw the dark side of the ring.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was sad.
Yeah, it was. But I think there could be a Sunny Side 2 jail edition, locked up edition.
I don't know. I mean, if you want to see that.
I mean, it just looks totally different. Like, it doesn't really look.
She's psycho, bro. Like,
same person.
I see this, and there's a nice comment for Panetta. He has 2 of them, 2 times the limit. Yeah.
But,
so I'll tell you right now. Listen, the one on the left would have gotten a pass. The one on the right, yeah, you're done, girl. See you later. Bye.
Remember, like, during that time, you know, like, Sunny and Sable were, like, the 2 main girls in WWE at that time.
Yeah.
And Sunny got jealous of Sable's, you know, push. If you put them, that picture, you know, that you just had up of Sunny then and Sunny now.
Yeah.
If you look at Sable then and Sable now, Sable's
looks gorgeous. Yes. Right, Sable. Listen, Sable, you know why? Because Sable
could be that Brock Lesnar money.
First of all, she's a responsible wife and mother. Yes. She's married to Brock Lesnar, who's making a gajillion dollars. She's not drinking and driving and killing people. So, listen, kids, don't do drugs or you'll turn out like Misery on the right.
New TV show, Orange is the New Sunny.
Or, oh my God, can you imagine? Bro, she belongs on that show. God almighty, I can't get over this.
Yeah.
Sable's still getting that.
You ain't lying, King J.
She landed on a different place, bro. God, I can't get over this, man. Man.
I mean, she really let herself go.
I really hope life never hits me this hard, man. You know, this is the one on the right is definitely for the dry months of life. You know, when you're hitting a drought, you know what I'm saying? You hit that drought in life, you know, you call up the one on the right.
You want that new PS5, honey? You remember?
You want a new PS5 meme.
Oh, I hope she really finds peace while she's behind bars.
Well, she got plenty of time to find it. Good Lord.
She's going to have a girlfriend named Karen.
Oh. I wonder if she's still on X. What's her name on X? Let's see. Let me just see if she's on X real quick.
You think they'll let her get, you know,
I know she's on
those
X
visits.
And XX.
Those visits, you know.
The conjugal visits here?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Breaking news, by the way, and we'll get to it. Ric Flair has tweeted a response to the news. I can't wait to see that one. Let's see. I think it was like WWE Hall of Famer Sunny. Let's see if Sunny is on Twitter. anymore. Sunny. I just typed in Sunny. Oh my God. Do not type in Sunny and hit search. Do not do that. Oh, Lord have mercy. God. Ugh. See, there we go. Hall of Fame. Tammy Lynn Cinch. I'm here. Let's see. Her banner says porn star. Fantastic. Her last tweet or her last post on X. Oh, they're all gone. Oh.
Smart move.
They are all gone. No more posts. Actually, she has one post from September 8th, 2022. Hello, guys. Now you can find me live on Strip Chat. Join my room. She got 19 likes, 5 comments, and 7 re-X's.
Babel, I'll give you $10 if you go to Strip Chat to find her.
God almighty. Let's go back to X. We'll get back to that Ric Flair post. It's so weird calling it X.
Strip Chat.
Don't type in Sunny ever, and hit search. I'm just trying to save you here.
You're not going to get Sunny like the sun or sunny side up eggs.
No, bro, you don't want to see. I bet you someone in the chat is doing it now.
I'm hitting it right now, Vinny.
Good God. Look at it. Go to x.com. It's not a porn site. It's Twitter. It's called X. And then just go to search and type in Sunny. What's the first post that comes?
Yo, I found a picture of her in court crying.
She's actually showing emotion? She's sad?
Yeah.
For killing someone?
She looks back at the family members of the person she killed, and she's crying.
She's not laughing?
No, she's crying. Like it's...
Panetta found... brace yourself, Joe. Yo, King J. Sean looked it up. Panetta looked up. He found some posts from Sunny. Here it is. Here it is. Thank you, Panetta. After the incident, so this is back in, I forget what year it is, 2016. When is it? 2017, 28, around there. Whenever it happened, she went on her Facebook page and commented, "I'm good, y'all. This will teach me to drive on a suspension again. I will release a statement soon." Wow. And
like she didn't even care. Like she puts the LOL.
Wow. That's dirty, bro. Wow.
She didn't learn. She didn't care.
17 years.
Good luck.
Ric Flair hit the news.
Really?
Ric Flair has hit the news. Ric Flair, after Dynamite last night, they record Rampage, WWE Rampage, or not AEW Rampage. My God,
this ain't W. It's kind of like WWE's Velocity.
Yeah, it's you know what, if that. So Ric Flair cuts a promo, and this is what he says. He's getting a lot of heat for this promo. A lot of heat. Joey, what is the quote that Ric Flair states in this promo?
Do I really gotta say?
Find this quote. You gotta hear this, guys. So apparently there's heat from this quote, and they're looking to edit it out before it airs Friday.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
He was telling anybody in the audience, like girls like 18 to 28 year olds, meet him at his hotel. No husbands or boyfriends.
Wow. So Flair gets on the mic and he says, calling all 18 to 28-year-old girls, meet me at my hotel. No husbands or boyfriends. Yeah. Wow. Wow. How old is Ric Flair? What's his age? How old is Ric Flair?
75, I'm going to say.
Good God almighty, dude. What are you doing?
74.
He's
a
74
few months off.
years old. And he's saying 18 to 28-year-olds only. Jesus. 18. How old is he? 74?
74. He'll be 75 in 3 months.
Let's just say 74 minus 18. Let's see. Bro, that's 56 years. He's looking for girls that are 5 decades younger than him. Good God, man. Well, he responded to the controversy regarding this promo.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I was surprised about the show. I didn't think that people would be upset about it. Yeah, it's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
It's still legal, but it's creepy. You know?
The good thing is Rampage is taped. It's not a live mic, not live TV.
But I'm wondering if Tony Khan okayed this. I'm wondering if he went over to promo with him and said, yo, I'm going to do my Ric Flair thing. Listen, Ric Flair got away with this shit in the 70s and 80s. It is 2023, bro. You got to be careful.
And so the crazy part about all this is that it's on Warner Brothers Discovery Channel. And we already know who could potentially be on Warner Brothers Discovery.
So rumor is the top 3 bidders for WWE. Was it Raw, SmackDown? Was it for?
It was for Raw.
Raw?
Monday Night Raw.
Is Warner Brothers. That'd be really interesting. Raw on TNT or TBS along with AEW. That'd be very interesting. Wow. NBC Universal and Disney, I think it was. Oh, no, Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
And Disney for FX. Yeah, Disney, that's weird. Ric Flair tweets in response to the heat for this 18 to 28-year-old promo. I am so tired of hearing all this negativity. It's word for word what he wrote. I don't need to work, and I don't need the money. Can't I simply enjoy being by my dear friend Sting's side for the next few months without so much hatred? Ooh. I know I'm old, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy life. Wow. I have earned the right to do whatever I want, and I'm exactly where I want to be. I appreciate everything, Tony Khan, but I'm more than willing to walk away if I am embarrassing you and your company. All I can say is, I'm sorry.
You know what that sounds like to me? Like, please don't fire me.
Bro. You know what that is, bro? I don't hear an apology at all in that. He's like basically saying, all I can say is I'm sorry. Yeah. But I've earned the right to say and do whatever I want. I don't need to be here in your company. I want to be here, but I don't have to be. And
then why?
If I'm embarrassing you, I'll walk out.
Like, I wonder how much Tony paid him and how long the deal is for. But I'm sure Tony gave him a lot of money, which he doesn't rightfully deserve at this stage in
Ric Flair,
his career.
It's like, bro, Ric Flair. We saw the last match, if you want to call it a match. Okay? We've witnessed that atrocity. Now listen, if you don't think Ric Flair is wrestling in AEW, you've lost your damn mind. Tony Khan brought him for one specific thing, and that is to get a final match out of, no matter how stupid it's going to look, no matter how bad it'll be, Ric Flair will wrestle in AEW.
Yeah. I agree.
Basically told Khan to deal with it or don't. He doesn't care. That's exactly what I read in that tweet.
That's like what King Jay San basically said, like, is correct. It's like Tony's like, yo, you ain't going to do nothing about it. Like, what are you going to do? Have Daniel Bryan be in charge of the committee? Like, I mean, like,
wow.
Like, they're just walking all over him.
Yeah, Ric Flair don't give a fuck, bro. No. He's like, fuck it.
He's got his woo energy. He's got his CBD line. Like,
he's making money, bro. Like, Ric Flair is making some bread. And they're promoting the shit out of that woo energy drink.
But it's hard to walk away from that limelight. Like,
yeah, that boy. Well, I mean, listen. I don't think they're paying Ric Flair that much. No. I think they made a deal with him as far as promoting his woo energy. Because the first thing I see when Dynamite comes on is a big ass woo energy ad. Okay. And then it looked really weird, like on the commentary table. Yeah. They have the screens, and then right in front of them is like 3 little energy drinks. It just looked odd. We get it. Ric Flair has an energy drink. No one drinks it.
It's tough for Flair to step away. Like, Hogan stepped away, but he's just doing interviews and telling, lies about historical.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Rick. I'm not buying Woo energy drink. All right? I'm not buying it.
No.
You're crazy. I don't want to be like Ric Flair. I don't want to be trying to bang 18-year-olds when I'm 74. It's nuts.
Trying to be Hugh Hefner, man.
56-year difference, bro. Like, come on.
He gives the girl a Woo energy drink as she leaves.
Yeah,
like a 6-pack.
Get ready, hun. Woo! He gives her a Woo energy.
You ever seen what's the show? It's on WWE. I think it's Camp WWE. You ever watch it?
Was that the cartoon?
Yeah.
Cartoon? I've never seen it. No.
Watch it. Rick, like the way they like do Ric Flair, it's not suitable for kids, I'll tell you that.
Does he do the helicopter?
Dude, man, it's like Ric Flair to a T. It's hilarious.
One bright review says, I'm sure Rick isn't even drinking his drink, just the drip. No, he probably hasn't even tasted it, honestly. He probably hasn't even tasted it. Fucking this guy, dude. Look at him. Look at this guy. Expect more AEW talent to jump ship to WWE. Tony Khan is slowly killing his own company. It's funny you bring that up, Justin.
Woo!
One major guy jumped after he was fired by Jay Cross. Says the helicopter is how I warm him up when I'm about to slap. Listen, bro. I'm not saying Ric Flair doesn't know some tricks at a trade. I'm just saying this motherfucker's 74 years old. His helicopter ain't flying no more.
But isn't he still with Fifi? I forget her name.
Is he still married? This guy? I don't know.
Was.
Wendy
Barlow.
Poor Wendy, bro.
That's right.
Wendy with him for the Woo energy drink money, bro. Good God, this guy. You know what, man? Ric Flair is someone. He reminds me of the Ram from The Wrestler.
Randy the Ram, yeah.
Randy the Ram. This man is going to die in the ring, 100%. I see it happening. He will die in the ring. And speaking of what Justin...
Gonna do the Ram Jam.
Oh, God almighty. Ooh. Listen, Ric Flair's funny. I'm not going to lie. I do think Ric Flair is a funny guy. But this 18 to 28-year-old call-out shit, you need to chill, man. He needs to chill. That's too much, bro. And basically he said, I don't care if you're married or have a boyfriend, don't bring him.
Can you imagine Rick fighting like 5 husbands and boyfriends?
This man, oh God.
He's buying him drinks at the bar.
He's embarrassed. Sting's probably like, Jesus, when's this angle done? When's my last match? Move
Sting's
it up.
Putting he's counting down the days till he's done.
Oh my God.
Well, you know it's going to be Sting versus Flair for Sting's last match.
It's happening. And I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't even know if it's going to happen now at this point. Ric Flair's been there for what, 2-3 weeks? He's already in hot water, calling out girls 56 years younger than him to go have sex at his hotel. Great. In other news, I don't know if you all have heard about this, but CM Punk has returned to WWE, back in business. And CM Punk. And James told us, our friend James, I remember him messaging saying, I'm on my way to Chicago. I'm going to Survivor Series. And I responded, and I quote, you are going to witness the most boring return of all time, which is Randy Orton. You know, listen, the only reason people were excited to see Randy Orton back is because Raw is down that bad. Raw is so trash. You'll take Randy Orton, and that is a happy place for you.
Yeah.
That is a savior for Raw. And I'm not even a Randy Orton fan. Randy Orton, to me, is one of the most boring professional wrestlers today. And listen, I'll be real with you.
Oh.
I'm not saying he's not talented. I'm not saying, first of all, he's jacked. Shout Shout out to his trainer, his personal trainer. He gets a round of applause. My God.
So you were never like a fan of Randy Orton?
Not really.
You didn't like the Legend Killer?
Not really.
What?
I don't know why. I want to like Randy Orton. I want to be a fan of Randy Orton. You know, but he's all right.
I will tell you this. Your boy LA Knight can't even hold a candlestick to Randy
Yo,
Orton.
chill the fuck out, bro. LA Knight, bro. So I told James, I'm like, yo, you're going to see the return of Randy Orton. You know, congratulations. You know what? And I think a part of why I don't like Randy is because of the SummerSlam that I went to. I think I hold it against
with
Randy.
him and Lesnar.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I hold it against Randy, where the match lasted for 2 minutes. And
Elbows.
And I stayed in New York the whole weekend to see this trash happen in front. And I think I'm still holding that against him. I think that's what it is.
You know, I feel you on that because I still hold grudge for Warrior for getting fired 2 weeks before Survivor Series 92 when I went.
You hold these grudges, bro. And I hold mine against Randy.
You don't forget.
I spent all that money to go to SummerSlam in New York, and that was the year they revealed the Red Universal. Bro, chill. Marabito, chill. We agree on everything. What are you doing? And Randy. So but I told him this. I said, when you go to Survivor Series, there's a 25% chance that CM Punk will show up. I still have hope. There's a 25% chance. And we all know what happens at the end. And they win. The music's going. And then I see the copyright logo in the corner. I'm like, wow. I was like, yo, James got fucked. I was all happy. Like, James wasted his money. And then I hear the CM Punk music. I'm like, oh, yo, I freaked out, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I had goosebumps on my arm when
bro.
that music. But you kind of like, there was like a part of where you're like, I think it's gonna happen because Living Color
I saw
remastered
that, bro.
the song.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together though. I thought they were just doing that as a fucking I thought Living Color was jumping on a hype train to make some money. I blame Living Color for that one because listen, when I heard the remaster, I was like, "This is trash." I'll be real.
I remember you messaging me like, "Man, this thing is
it's trash." A remaster is a re-recording, and it's not even that good. But now we find out that they had Living Color re-recorded, so because they couldn't buy the rights from Tony Khan.
Yeah, that's right, because Tony bought it.
Tony bought the rights, so now they're like, shit, we got to get in. They call Living Color. WWE calls Living Color and says, yo, re-record this song so we can have the rights to it. That's crazy.
They got that Endeavor money, TKO
bro,
money.
That's
like,
so dirty, bro, but it worked. It's so smart. But yo, Tony Khan sitting there with the rights to Living Color's song for no reason.
But I love WWE's smart play on this because the copyright logo shows. You're like, man, then boom, it just hits. You're like, oh.
Bro. So at the start of Survivor Series, when they did the opening video package, I had a feeling he was back. Ash Jones. How? How'd you have a feeling?
Yeah.
What'd you see? Mm-hmm. Or was it just like a feeling in your stomach? I didn't see nothing that showed that CM Punk was coming back. Now,
always left
me,
a little
I
bit of
waited.
hope. Always left a little bit of hope.
I left hope. I had some hope, but I was like, man, as it got closer and closer to the end, I was like, ooh, boy.
But when they remastered that song, I was like, maybe.
I wasn't sure. Like I said, I blamed it on Living Color for trying to make a buck.
But
who am I to blame them?
But like, how good is that in our era right now? Because you got the dirt sheets that, spoil everything. Like, this was quiet. We didn't know. We were guessing left and right.
This is interesting. They had Roosevelt voice playing over like it. I didn't even notice that, bro. Yo, shout out to Marabito.
Good catch, Marabito.
Wow. Or whoever is doing. Is that Roosevelt? Panetta, do you know American politics better than Americans do?
I thought it was Kennedy.
I'm sure you do.
I thought it was Kennedy, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
It's not Trump? Not Donald Trump doing that?
But like I said, like we didn't know if it was going to happen. There she was like, yo, they're not talking. Then, yo, Punk is speaking to a higher up. That higher up said nobody said he's not speaking to an higher up.
Yeah.
Like,
listen, so Punk comes back. Everyone freaks out. We all piss our pants like a bunch of girls, right? And then at the end, they have the scrum. After Survivor Series, they have this scrum with Triple H. And Triple H, listen, I get the whole kayfabe thing. I understand. You got to keep things secret. He's like, yeah, this, contrary to popular belief, this only happened within a couple of days. I was like, yo, you are so full of shit. So in a couple of days, you called Punk. You got him to ink a deal. And you got Living Color to re-record Cult of Personality in a couple days?
or TKO didn't know nothing about that. They were probably watching excited.
Yeah, you got the shirt made. You got the merch ready. Bro, this shit. Listen, when news started leaking that he was talking, that's when shit was happening.
Yeah.
Then WWE leaked shit's not happening. They did that on purpose.
But they had to because he's still under contract, so they can't say, what was I going to say? Damn.
Hold on. Matt Panetta says, the song begins with an edited quote from the beginning of Message to the Grassroots, a speech by Malcolm X. That was close. Roosevelt and Malcolm X. Close, maybe. So it's Malcolm X introducing the song Cult of Personality. Justin says, this proves that Triple H is in charge. WWE is outdoing AEW. Ticket sales are through the roof. Ratings are up. And CM Punk is surrounded by grown adults, not a bunch of whiny children.
That's what I was going to say. Me and Panetta were talking, and we were saying, thank you. I said John F. Kennedy. Thank you.
Oh, there
not
it is.
Roosevelt.
So let's read that. During the rest of the music, John F. Kennedy's inaugural address is heard. Ask not what your country can do for you. If I would have heard that, I would be like, is that Obama? I had no idea.
Everybody knows that speech by JFK.
Bro, the only one I know is I Have a Dream. That's the only
That
one.
was Abraham Lincoln, right?
Yeah, that was him. That guy, that wrestler.
But
yeah.
me and Panetta were talking and we were saying if Vince was still in charge, this wouldn't have happened. I don't
Hell
think.
no.
Because if you know Triple H, look at what he did. He got Ultimate Warrior back in WWE. It's good graces.
Yep.
He got Bruno Sammartino, who has not talked to Vince for 30-something years.
Yep.
And he got him in. Triple H can mend offenses, but with Triple H now in charge by the TKO group,
he listen, TKO was involved. No matter what Triple H says, TKO was involved.
They say it's just Nick Khan and Triple H, but Nick Khan was one of the
Nick Khan. He talked to TKO. They're like, yo, we got to get Punk here. And I'm reading that they got Punk for Survivor Series. It was supposed to originally be Royal Rumble, but they knew that the news would leak, so they wanted this to be a total surprise. So that's why they had him at the end of Survivor Series. So Punk comes back. Everyone is going crazy. The clip within 24 hours accumulated 87 million social media views. 87 million, which is absolutely insane. So we're sitting there and we're like, all right, if this clip gets 87 million views, there is no reason why WWE Raw can't hit, I was saying 2.8 million. They're averaging 1.6, 1.7, even lower recently. And I'm like, they got to get 2.8. 87 million people.
Yeah.
There's got to be a big jump. Well, we got the numbers.
I said 1.9, so I was close.
What'd you say?
I said 1.9. I was close. No, I said 3. I will admit I said 3.
Okay. So you said 3 million. I said 2.8. Panetta said 2.5. Well, we were all wrong. All of us were wrong. Let's see. Raw, this past Monday garnered 1.884 million viewers. Wow. With 863,000 in the 18 to 49 demo. WWE Raw was up 29% in total viewership and up 34% in the demo. These numbers are up 13% and 64% from 2022, respectively.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a jump. Don't get me wrong.
It's the biggest numbers they've had since August. And I think it was the day after WrestleMania.
It's Monday Night Football.
Is one of the...
I mean, he was up against the Bears and the Vikings. Panetta, those are two bad teams. Just so you know.
I think with the ratings now, because if we look, I mean, I can't say that because we've had DVR when Punk was in his first run. And if you knew the summer of Punk when he was the champion, their ratings were amazing.
Yeah. I'm sure they were, what, 3, 4?
They were like 2.8 to, up there.
3.
But now, I mean,
1.8, bro?
I'm shocked it was 1.8.
I'm very shocked. I mean, figuring all the buzz, and I mean, it's been 10 years since Punk has been in WWE, and to get 1.8 million, bro, that's it. Do people really love the Chicago Bears that much, bro?
I mean, it's a division game.
With Dobbs?
Justin Fields?
Justin Fields against Dobbs?
But I think you could put like any two teams on Monday Night Football and it's going to generate views.
Bro. That disappointed me. I'm not going to lie.
Now, if it was like hockey, WWE would clearly, get like 4 million views.
Hockey? The only hockey I ever played was the WWF hockey game, the toy game.
So I used to play NHL. I think it was 94, 95 for Sega Genesis. I turned off icing and offsides because I kept getting called because it was going to move so
I don't even know what
fast.
offsides is in hockey. Icing, no clue. No clue. To quote, oh boy, here we go. To quote Christian Cage. Christian Cage, by the way. Oh, did you see that last night on Dynamite? Edge dropped an F-bomb live on TV. Yeah. He told Christian, go fuck yourself. They were supposed to censor it, but they censored it after he said it.
You're beat. You go fuck yourself.
He said, go fuck yourself. And then it went silent. Wow.
Way to go, AEW production team.
Wow. They're going to get fined for that. You can't be dropping F-bombs on live television, bro.
Warner Brothers Discovery is like making check marks like, okay,
bro,
that's
like,
one.
Come on, man.
But
it was weird to hear an Edge say that.
I'm glad Punk's back because we're going to get some good feuds with him.
Yeah, man. Everyone's saying it's Seth is the first feud. Actually, Seth. Let me see. Just tweeted.
I think that makes sense because, when Seth after Survivor Series, he's cussing, flipping him off. But he's working the angle. We all know that. I think you get Seth versus Punk Mania Night 1, and you get Punk in the main event at WrestleMania, something that he's always wanted. Now, does he win the Rumble over Cody? I don't know. Possibly. But, there's talk.
There's a lot that they could do with him. There's a ton.
But there's talk.
Years worth of stories.
But I like how, they both made reference to each other without mentioning their names, names, so they're keeping them apart. Slow building it, which is smart. You hear the reports of Punk backstage, like how he was happy. He's not going to address the AEW situation, which for me, I was like, man, come on, lay it into him in that promo. But then I'm like, you know what? Talking to some other people, I'm like, you know what? Maybe he's right just to let it go and just move on. Be the bigger person.
I don't think he needs to mention AEW, but you know what kind of disappointed me about the promo? And I'm going to go on the record here and say the promo was mid. For me, it was mid. And a couple of things. Number one, why the fuck did he get 7 minutes
at
the end of hour 3? I sat through that whole Raw.
It was not a bad Raw.
Bro, I still fell asleep.
Dom and Randy went over.
I fell asleep during Nia Jax and who'd she face?
Oh, Zoe Starks.
Oh,
Zoe Stark.
God.
You know you love the tag team turmoil match when I was telling you about the Creed brothers.
Well, I was watching it because it was still in the beginning of Raw. I was kind of amped. I was juiced. You know, then you give me Nia Jax, bro. Come on. I fell asleep.
The Annihilator, and I was like, finisher.
I woke up and I was like, fuck, I missed Punk. And it was like 10 minutes left till the end of the show. And then it says Punk is coming up next. I went, what? They're giving this man 10 minutes? So he comes out, he does his, you know, his pandering to the crowd. You know, I'm home. Bro, Punk, just an hour ago, Seth was out there calling you a hypocrite. Literally on the same show. If Punk were to call you a hypocrite, why didn't you come out then? What are we doing? He didn't even mention it.
Well, he kind of mentioned him, but he didn't mention him by name because he said I was welcome back. Well, for some people.
I agree. I agree with Russo. I agree with Russo on this one. Yeah, dude, I was out. Raw put me to sleep, bro. Raw put me to sleep.
I'm glad he mentioned Paul Heyman's name. I mean, he didn't mention Heyman by name.
He had some little hidden things in the promo. You know,
mentioned Dusty, American Dream. But the promo kind of reminded me of his return to AEW, like kind of like the same thing. Like, you guys didn't forget me, you know, like.
The boy, he was there to make himself super face. Yeah. You know, the crowd ate him up. He did what he had to do. But I'm ready. Listen, I'm ready for some dirty Punk now. All right, now it's time to get aggressive.
Yeah. I did like at the end when he's like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money, which means I'm not here to make friends with you. Hey, if we can do money, like Roman did an interview and they asked him about Punk. And he said, listen, if he can come in and we can make money, I'm all for it.
That's what I would care about.
Which that's the talk of his next feud after Rollins.
Business, business, business.
But you know what? I think that's smart because you don't know how long Punk's going to be there for and how long, you know, his attitude's going to be. So you got to maximize on the feuds as you have it now.
Chat, I want you to put something. I want you to type something right now in the chat. How long are you giving Punk before he's gone from WWE? What is your number?
Now, this is not confirmed, but the rumor is he has an out clause, a behavioral clause.
So he has to behave himself. Punk, a behavioral clause.
He's getting coffee for the wrestlers backstage. Like, here you go.
Listen, I'm gonna give CM Punk. I'm going to give him, I want it to be longer.
I think it'll be like a year and a half or 2 years.
I'm giving the boy 15 months.
I was going to say 2 years.
15 months. IVT says 8 months. 8 months and he's out.
You want to know why I'm thinking it's going to be longer? Because there's structure in WWE. He has Paul Heyman.
8 months by iPug.
He has Michael Hayes. He has Bruce Pritchard. I told you today. Monday night, months. Triple H wasn't there. Him and Nick Khan were in LA trying to get the Raw deal with these networks. So Bruce Pritchard was in charge of the whole Monday night show.
Shout out to Bruce, bro, doing his thing.
Oh, Punk ain't head.
All I got to say, Bruce, I know you're watching Pounding the Meat podcast. Stop putting Nia Jax on Raw. Thank you.
You got to do it for The Rock, though. You don't want to make The Rock mad.
He's going to retire in WWE and go into the Hall of Fame.
There's rumors they're going to put AJ Lee in the Hall of Fame in 2024.
Wow. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame's coming up soon, man. Listen, Jim Johnston, is it Jim Johnston, the music guy? He needs to be in that shit. Jim Johnston, they're saying Bray Wyatt, of course. You can have Batista.
Paul Heyman, it's in Philly, maybe?
Paul Heyman. Yeah, Philadelphia, that's true. I mean, they do that now. They put people that are already still working, they put them in the Hall of Fame. So that wouldn't be a surprise. So Punk.
Zeus still needs to go in.
Shout out to Zeus, bro. Shout out to Zeus. Remove Sonny from the Hall of Fame, possibly.
Ooh. Yo, Justin's got faith in Punk, man.
Let me say, Justin says, I think he's going to be there for the next 5 years. He's in his 40s. He's got at least 5 to 6 years left. I mean, there's always TNA.
I'm sorry.
Jones would love that.
I think Punk knows that this is his last shot.
Oh, yeah, bro. I mean, he has a behavioral clause. You imagine reading that, bro?
Hey, you get an extra $20,000 if you behave this month.
Behave yourself. Bro.
I think that's what they do to Canadians at work.
I don't pay my kid money. I just behave yourself, bro. Man, that must be nice, bro, to get paid.
I will delete a comment if you...
Think about it. Imagine a company paying you to be good.
I can.
Hey, Phil. Michael Brown says, let's see, AJ Lee is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble. Wow. I mean, hey, I'll give you that.
Big time,
That's
man.
a big call.
If she's a surprise entrance, I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, but...
Let's see, Justin. To be fair, the Elite instigated that fight. That is true. And Tony Khan and his bitch ass didn't do shit about it.
You see Tony, like, he's like, I can't talk about it, legal stuff.
Bro, you know what made me lose faith in Tony Khan? When he said he feared for his life. He literally said when Punk got into that fight in the back with Jungle Boy, Jungle Boy is not even taller than me.
Can we give a shout out to Luke Perry's son for all this? Because without him,
without him, none of this would have happened. By the way, they get into a fight in the back, and supposedly a monitor falls. Like not even like a small little computer monitor falls, and Tony Khan literally said a monitor fell, and my life was at risk. Two wrestlers are having a fight and your life was at risk. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's some pussy shit, bro. CM Punk is going to win the 2024 Royal Rumble.
Man.
It's a possibility. Anything is possible.
But you look at the Rumble now, like it makes me more excited because it's going to be a stacked Rumble. You're going to probably have Gunther.
We got Cody in there.
You're going to have LA Knight. He may be the first one out, but I mean,
LA Knight. Yeah.
You got Jey Uso, you got Sami Zayn, you got like a lot of.
This is gonna be a stacked Rumble. I'm worried about my boy LA Knight now, bro. I'm worried about
Orton in the Rumble.
Like my boy LA, he's done.
Yo,
listen, I'm willing to face facts. Listen, I call it how I see it. LA Knight's run is done.
You know what's funny? LA Knight was like the top merch getter. Punk gets there, and Punk's like, whoop.
CM Punk is going to have matches with Braun Strowman. No, Braun, please don't give Braun that accolade. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Damian Priest, Austin Theory, Gunther. I like everyone except Braun Strowman. LA Knight should go to AEW. At this point, I don't really necessarily disagree with you, Indian, because LA Knight's push is over. It's done. He lost to Roman at Crown Jewel. That's the one thing you don't want to do is lose a title shot at Crown Jewel.
But he didn't lose momentum. I think his momentum was lost.
We'll see tomorrow. We'll see.
But I think his momentum was lost when Punk got hired.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he was the number one merch guy.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Punk is like,
like everything just shifted to Punk. LA Knight was like the Attitude Era, for us fans. And he kind of brought us back that nostalgia. But now Punk is officially there. And LA Knight, I don't know, man.
You know what I found out today? It's funny. I mean, we know he's probably going to be on Raw. But they said Punk's a free agent for the roster.
Punk?
Yeah.
I think, Randy Orton's going to be on SmackDown, too. He's
What if
officially
Punk
a free
shows
agent.
up on SmackDown and has a promo with LA Knight?
They should. They should do that.
Punk and LA Knight promo?
No, just use him up. Use him up on SmackDown. Bring him out. Let him finish his 7-minute promo he started.
We blame Randy and Dom.
Yeah, that was dirty, bro. I blame Nia Jax. That's what I blame. I blame Nia Jax for even being on the card.
I blame the 3-hour Raw. It should go back to like 9 and 11.
Raw should be 2 hours max. SmackDown is the perfect length. Dynamite is the perfect length. 3 hours is absolutely ridiculous. You're filling an hour worth of shit, worth of Nia Jax's, worth of who else is shitty there? There's a lot. Braun Strowman isn't even wrestling there, thank God.
Dude, I haven't even seen.
He's been
Braun.
off TV. He's trash.
Like,
but Braun Breaker is gonna be the next face of WWE. Indian's calling a lot of shit. Indian is like, bro, this is their plan for the next 4 years.
Breaker is probably the future. I'm not gonna lie.
LA Knight is in the same position as Rowdy Piper. He can get over without a championship. I agree with you, Justin.
But I would love to see LA Knight with like a U.S. title run.
Here's another call out from Indian. Indian's just spitting at this point. Attitude Era was better than the Ruthless Aggression Era. I will not tell Jay Cross that.
I mean, I can't argue with him.
I agree.
He made the most money.
Jay would be like, fuck that.
The Ruthless Aggression Era was around longer, but the Attitude Era made more money. It was at its peak.
Attitude Era was wild, bro. And that's what LA Knight brings to the table. He brings that Attitude Era, vibe. He has the Stone Cold walk, the Stone Cold vest. Yeah. He got a little bit. He got the
Max
tight
Dupree,
jeans.
the Max Dupree look.
The Max Dupree look. He's got the Bret Hart Hart Foundation 97 sunglasses.
Oh, man, and they're the big, the silver ones, the circle ones. Yeah.
The 80s were the best, guys. Listen, Sam, I'll give you this thing. You can't argue it. You can't argue it. We're baby boomers. But I'll tell you, the 80s were special. The 80s, we have to thank the 80s because it was what really ignited pro wrestling as a whole.
Yeah, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan.
It's what really, there would be no Attitude Era. There would be no terrible mid-90s, which I look back and kind of love now. There would be no Ruthless Aggression. There would be no CM Punk returns if it weren't for the 80s, bro. The 80s, the golden era, as they call it. Classics.
The World Wrestling Federation. Remember when me and Gene would the world is watching.
What the world is watching it with the cheap porn 80s music.
But,
what else we got here? Anything else noteworthy?
I mean,
anything else besides we got the return of Punk? I mean, that's it. We got SmackDown tomorrow.
Yeah, we got the Rumble to look forward to.
They're already building the Rumble. That Cody
I gotta start back on my Rumble kick. I'm on 93 right now.
What's the score right now for the game? Who's playing? Cowboys?
Cowboys and the Seahawks. It was 3-0.
What's the score here? Oh, 17-14. Dallas.
Ooh.
4 minutes and 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, we got a game going, bro. I'm going to watch that for sure. Cowboys Seahawks on Amazon Prime, which may be the new home of WWE Raw.
It's possible, man.
I doubt it, but it's a possibility.
I would Prime. I wouldn't mind. NBC Universal wouldn't mind. It's funny. The TBS, Warner Brothers with the TBS and TNT. It reminds me of when ECW was on TNN, and WWE went to TNN, and ECW had to come.
Oh, yeah, Will Ospreay signed to AEW. Shout out to Will for getting that deal.
A lot of people don't really know Ospreay, but I'm telling you, man, he's the best wrestler.
Listen, Ospreay isn't a name that is really mainstream, right?
No.
Will Ospreay is a name that super, the hardcore marks, the super, the wrestling purists like Jones. Will Ospreay is like a Hulk Hogan, right? To these people.
To me, Ospreay's the best wrestler in the world right now.
I would not disagree with you. I think Will Ospreay, if you've ever seen Will Ospreay, or if you could take a look at Will Ospreay on YouTube, his matches are incredible. He's one of the best performers in the world. Okay?
One of the best I've seen live.
But unfortunately, his signing doesn't really matter. It's not it's not going to grow AEW.
Everything got overshadowed by Punk.
Yeah, the whole Punk signing to WWE, that's what really broke the internet.
Oh,
listen,
I know what we could talk about for like 1 or 2 minutes.
what?
We found out Daniel Bryan was the head of the committee that fired Punk. How crazy.
You know what's crazy? They have they have Daniel Bryan
Bryan Danielson, yeah.
running a punishment committee in AEW. This is how stupid Tony Khan is. Tony Khan takes one of his pro wrestlers and says, listen, you're in charge of punishing other pro wrestlers, your co-workers. That's your job. And now it is rumored that Daniel Bryan was responsible for making the decision in terminating CM Punk.
Do you remember Wrestlers Court in WWE?
Yes.
Like Undertaker, like was
Yep.
one of like the head of it. Can you imagine Undertaker going to like say like Teddy Long, like, hey, you're fired? Like
It's unbelievable to me. This is just crazy to me. And you know what's funny? Jones sent me a tweet from 5/1/2012, May 1st, 2012. This is a tweet by Seth Rollins. And he tags CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. Makes me a proud fan. My heroes are my friends, and I can't wait to join this party. Shout out to Seth Rollins. I hope Punk pulls that tweet up. Today, 4 o'clock. Peace out.